Code Ninja here, second section of the Java programming, introduction to programming using the Java programming language. Alright guys, this is our second session out of 12 sessions. We're going to be having 12 sessions of programming using the Java programming language. At the end of this course, you will be able to develop Android applications, post them even on the App Store, on the Android App Store, Play Store, and make yourself some money, some internet money with the Code Ninja here. Alright, in this session we're going to be talking about Java objects and classes. Java is an object-oriented language. As a language that has the object-oriented feature, Java supports the following fundamental concepts: polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulation, abstraction, classes, objects, instance, method, message passing. In this section, we will look into the concept classes and objects. Objects have states and behaviors. Example: a dog has states, color, name, breed, as well as behaviors: waking, barking, eating. An object is an instance of a class. A class can be defined as a template or blueprint that describes the behaviors or states that object of its type support. Objects in Java. Let us now look deep into what are objects. If we consider the real world, we can find many objects around us: cars, dogs, humans, etc. All these objects have a state and behavior. If you consider a dog, then its state is name, breed, color, and the behavior is barking, waking, running. If you compare the software object with the real world object, they have very similar characteristics. Software objects also have a state and behavior. A software object state is stored in fields and behavior is shown via methods. So in software development, methods operate on the internal state of an object, and the object-to-object communication is done via methods. A class is a blueprint from which individual objects are created. A sample of a class is given below. Public class dog, string breed, int age, string color, void barking, void hungry, void sleeping. A class can contain any of the following variable types. Local variables. Variables defined inside methods, constructors, or blocks are called local variables. The variable will be declared and initialized within the method, and the variable will be destroyed when the method is completed. Instance variables. Instance variables are variables within a class but outside any method. These variables are instantiated when the class is loaded. Instance variables can be accessed from inside any method, constructor, or blocks of the particular class. Class variables. Class variables are variables declared within a class outside any method with the static keyword. A class can have any number of methods to access the value of various kinds of methods. In the above example, barking, hungry, and sleeping are methods. Below mentioned are some of the important topics that need to be discussed when looking into classes of the Java language. Constructors. When discussing about classes, one of the most important subtopics will be constructors. Every class has a constructor. If you do not explicitly write a constructor for a class, the Java compiler builds a default constructor for that class. Each time a new object is created, at least one constructor will be involved. The main rule of constructors is that they should have the same name as the class. A class can have more than one constructor. Example of a constructor is given: public class puppy, public puppy, public puppy string name. This constructor has one parameter, name. Java also supports singleton classes, where you will be able to create only one instance of a class. The singleton purpose is to control object creation, limiting the number of objects to one only. Since there is only one singleton instance, an instance flows of a singleton will occur only once per class, just like static flows. Singletons often control access to resources such as database connections or sockets. For example, if you have a license for only one connection for your database, or your JDBC driver has trouble with multi-threading, the singleton makes sure that only one connection is made, or that only one thread can access the connection at a time. Implementing singletons. Example 1. The easiest implementation consists of a private constructor and a field to hold its result, and a static accessor method with a name like getInstance. The private field can be assigned from within a static initializer block, or more simply using an initializer. The getInstance method, which must be public, then simply returns this instance. File name singleton.java. Public class singleton. Private static singleton. Singleton equal new singleton. A private constructor prevents any other class from instantiating. Private singleton. Static instance method. Public static singleton. GetInstance. Return singleton. Other methods protected by singletonness. Protected static void demo method. System.out println demo method for singleton. File name singleton demo.java. Public class singleton demo. Public static void main string args singleton tmp equal singleton.getInstance tmp.demo method. This will produce the following result: demo method for singleton. Example 2. Following implementation shows a classic singleton design pattern. Public class classic singleton. Private static classic singleton instance equal to now semicolon. Protected classic singleton. Exists only to defeat instantiation. Public classic singleton getInstance. If instance equal now instance equal new classic singleton, return instance. The classic singleton class maintains static reference to the lone singleton instance and returns that reference from the static getInstance method. Here, classic singleton class employs a technique known as lazy instantiation to create the singleton. As a result, the singleton instance is not created until the getInstance method is called for the first time. This technique ensures that singleton instances are created only when needed. Creating an object. As mentioned previously, a class provides the blueprints for objects. So basically, an object is created from a class. In Java, the new keyword is used to create new objects. There are 3 steps when creating an object from a class. Declaration, a variable declaration with a variable name with an object type. Instantiation, the new keyword is used to create the object. Initialization, the new keyword is followed by a call to a constructor. This call initializes the new object. Example of creating an object is given. Public class puppy. Public puppy string name. This constructor has one parameter, name. System.out.println pass name is plus name. Public static void main string args. Following statement will create an object my puppy. Puppy my puppy equal new puppy Tommy. If you compile and run the above program, then it will produce the following result. Pass name is Tommy. Accessing instance variables and methods. Instance variables and methods are accessed via created objects. To access an instance variable, the fully qualified path should be as follows. First, create an object. Object reference equal new constructor. Now call a variable as follows. Object reference dot variable name. Now we can call a class method as follows. Object reference dot method name. Example. This example explains how to access instance variables and methods of a class. Public class puppy. Int puppy age. Public puppy string name. This constructor has one parameter, name. System.out.println pass name is plus name. Public void set age int age. Puppy age equal age. Public int get age. System.out.println puppy's age is plus puppy age. Return puppy age. Public static void main string args object creation puppy my puppy equal new puppy Tommy. Call class method to set puppy's age. My puppy dot set age 2. Call another class method to get puppy's age. My puppy dot get age. You can access instance variables as follows as well. System.out.println variable value plus my puppy dot puppy age. If you compile and run the above program, then it will produce the following result. Pass name is Tommy. Puppy's age is 2. Variable value 2. Source file declaration rules. As the last part of the section, let's now look into the source file declaration rules. These rules are essential when declaring classes, import statements, and package statements in a source file. There can be only one public class per source file. A source file can have multiple non-public classes. The public class name should be the name of the source file as well, which should be appended by .java at the end. For example, the class name is .public class employee. Then the source file should be as employee.java. If the class is defined inside the package, then the package statement should be the first statement in the source file. If import statements are present, then they must be written between the package statement and the class declaration. If there are no package statements, then the import statement should be the first line in the source file. Import and package statements will apply to all the classes present in the source file. It is not possible to declare different import and or package statements to different classes in the source file. Classes have several access levels and they have different types of classes, abstract classes, final classes, etc. I'll be explaining about all these in the access modifiers chapter. Apart from the above mentioned types of classes, Java also has some special classes called inner classes and anonymous classes. Java package. In simple, it is a way of categorizing the classes and interfaces. When developing applications in Java, hundreds of classes and interfaces will be written. Therefore, categorizing these classes is a must, as well as makes life much easier. Import statements. In Java, if a fully qualified name, which includes the package and the class name is given, then the compiler can easily locate the source code or classes. Import statement is a way of giving the proper location for the compiler to find the particular class. For example, the following line would ask compiler to load all the classes available in the directory java _installation java/io. Import java.io **. A simple case study. For a case study, we'll be creating two classes. They are employee and employee test. First, open Notepad and add the following code. Remember, this is the employee class and the class is a public class. Now, save this source file with the name employee.java. The employee class has 4 instance variables. Variables name, age, designation, and salary. The class has one explicitly defined constructor which takes a parameter. Import java.io.star semicolon. Public class employee, string name, int age, string designation, double salary. This is the constructor of the class employee. Public employee, string name. This dot name equal name. Assign the age of the employee to the variable age. Public void emp age int emp age. Age equal emp age. Assign the designation to the variable designation. Public void emp designation string emp desig. Designation equal emp desig. Assign the salary to the variable salary. Public void emp salary double emp salary. Salary equal emp salary. Print the employee details. Public void print employee. System.out println name plus name. System.out println age plus age. System.out to println designation plus designation. System.out.println salary plus salary. As mentioned previously, processing starts from the main method. Therefore, in order for us to run this employee class, there should be main method and objects should be created. We'll be creating a separate class for this task. Given below is the employee test class, which creates 2 instances of the class employee and invokes the method for each object to assign values for each variable. Save the following code in employee test.java file. Import java.io.star semicolon. Public class employee test. Public static void main string args. Create 2 objects using constructor. Employee emp1 equal new employee James Smith. Employee emp2 equal new employee Mary Ann. Invoking methods for each object created. emp1.empage26, emp1.empdesignation senior software engineer, emp1.empsalary 1000, emp1.printemployee, emp2.empage21, emp2.empdesignation software engineer, emp2.empsalary 500, emp2.printemployee. Now, compile both classes and then run employee test to see the result as follows. Java employee.java, vi employee test java, java employee test.java, java employee test, name James Smith, age 26, designation senior software engineer, salary 1000, name Mary Ann, age 21, designation software engineer, salary 500. Next session, we'll discuss basic data types in Java and how they can be used when developing Java applications. Code Ninja, signing out.